Now, this was the second release in the Under the Sea series. This is Jamaica 2007. I'll tell you all about it in a second. But this essentially, from Plantation's point of view, got released in January 2022. So probably had a couple of months onto that before it hit the markets and stuff. Price in the UK was £67 when it came out, which translates into US dollars is 83 US dollars and 77 euros. Again, for the comments below, let me know the price that you paid or could have got it for when it came out in your country. As I say, previous video, I'm appreciative that not all of these came out in every single country. So we are lucky in the UK that not only did we get these series, but we get all 6 of them, and that's kind of how we roll over here because Plantation love us. But there are some rums that Plantation do that we don't get, so we kind of miss out on a couple of things. But anyway, let's dive into the fact sheet that they've sent over. So 48.4% ABV, Jamaica, Clarendon. Now, obviously, Plantation or Maison France part own National Rums of Jamaica, so that's Clarendon and Long Pond. So they've got, you know, it's kind of one of their distilleries that they have shares in, if you like. So Clarendon, you know, is part of Maison France to a certain degree. So that's where it's distilled. Molasses, obviously. Fermentation time 3 to 4 days. Pot still, so the Panama was column still. That's off camera. Let's get that on there. So the Panama was column still. This is pot still. Year of distillation 2007. Tropical aging 13 years and continental aging 2 years. So again, shipped back to France. The only thing it doesn't clarify in the fact sheet that they normally do when they say it is, and this will be interesting because I'm going to France soon. I'm going to Maison France to see how they all do this. But sometimes when they kind of give you the fact sheets, it will say in France or cognac casks. This doesn't. This just says continental aging. So I'm not sure whether it's those same barrels that have then been shipped back to France and it's stayed in those barrels to give you a different kind of heat, or whether it has been transferred to cognac barrels. Don't know, can't clarify that. But volatile substances, again, this means nothing to most of us, 337 grams per hectolitre. But esters, we're now going up slightly. Remember, the Panama was what, 60 grams per hectolitre? We're now up to 102. Again, not massive in the grand scheme of things, but a little bit more. So I'm expecting a little bit more funk coming off this. Now, before I dive into the nose, long-term loyal viewers will remember this. This is one I actually did with my membership community as kind of like, I think it was, I'm not sure it was blind, but we definitely did it as a live show, as a taste along on my live show. But I haven't tasted this rum since then. This is maybe a year ago. So I'm looking forward to kind of revisiting this. So let's have a nostril test. There's no mistaking that straight away. Banana, tropical fruits coming off that. And again, as I mentioned in that previous video, because I love my nectarines, I kind of appreciate that stone fruit vibes. And I think I go probably apricot off there, but there's plenty of vanilla as well. They are, for me, the top 3 dominant notes so far. So banana, like really vibrant banana, apricot, vanilla. But anything else, I'm struggling to get past that banana. I'm going to say there's a little bit of spice notes in there. I kind of get a nod to the barrel age. If I was smelling that, I would sort of turn around and go, yeah, that's been aged quite a while in there. You kind of think so because of all those banana notes and all that comes out. But it's got that kind of aged vibe to it. I don't really get anything else. It's banana that's smacking me in the face at the moment. Maybe a touch of spice, maybe. But yeah, it's just banana, toffee. I'm sticking with apricot. That smells like apricot. Let's dive in and have a little taste. Now, I've got no idea what I said in that live show. Bearing in mind, my palate will have evolved since then. Bearing in mind, my taste will have evolved since then. I really like this. I really like this. For me, this is a big improvement on the Panama. Totally on up my street now for this. It's not heavy. It's not rich. Even though, how old is it? 13, 15 years. Even though it's 15 years, I don't think that's a 15-year-old rum that's got a certain amount of lightness to it. It's definitely not a rich and robust rum. I really enjoy this. So I get the fruit up front, a little bit of banana. I do get spice. I do get a little bit of barrel aging, but that's That's not what puts me off. If I was tasting that blind and you said, how old is this rum? I would potentially go younger, 8. I'd potentially go in 8. No way am I picking that as a 15-year-old rum. So I haven't really given you many tasting notes of that. Right, let's go. Vanilla. When I rub my tongue around the top of my gums, I get a very different tropical fruit. Not mango, not pineapple, not coconut. I can only go sort of, I don't know, I can only go guava. I'm not overly convinced by that. But it's not passion fruit, it's not mango, it's not, it's not coconut, pineapple, banana, it's nothing like that. It's a different kind of tropical, not stone fruit. It's a different kind of tropical fruit. Really delicious. But vanilla, the aging, the barrel aging, there's a little bit of spice in there, but nothing much. And that's why I think it's actually a younger aged rum, because I don't get those heavy, rich barrel notes that I kind of dislike to a certain extent in a lot of rums. But I think the more you have, a few sips later, I think that really does develop into a banana kind of vibe. There's almost a little hint of coconut, but it's lovely sort of banana vibe. It finishes banana and vanilla for me on there. Would I pick this as Jamaican rum? I would hope so. I would hope so. I'm not going to stand here and go, oh yeah, I definitely would. I would hope that I would pick that for Jamaican rum. It's the banana that would give that away for me. My overall opinions of this is really, really delicious. What was the price? The price was, so a little bit more expensive, £67, so $83.77. Do you know, look, let's be honest here. Appleton 12-year-old, I've forgotten, is what, roughly 40, 45, maybe even up at the £50 mark these days. And I think I enjoy that more than Appleton 12. I definitely enjoy it more than Appleton 8, even though a lot of people would go Appleton 8 is more of a mixing rum. That's really delicious. Really, really like that. So yeah, to sum up that rum, if that was permanently available, I would potentially think about having a permanent stock of that, because I really like that. I probably like it for the reasons that the Jamaican heads may dislike it, because I think it is a lighter style of Jamaican rum. And I think a lot of Jamaican rums want more pot still, or Jamaican rum fans want more pot still vibes going off in there. I think I like that because of that. So that for me would actually be a permanent stock. That's absolutely delicious. But that's 2 down. Let's move on to the third one now, which is Fiji.